The only chance, the only way evil can exist in this world is if good men do nothing. So if there's evil happening in this world, it's because we allowed it to happen. It's because they weren't scared enough for that to happen. They weren't scared enough of the consequences that our retaliation would make it. What does it mean to have a bull mentality? I've had some people DM me about this. And it's something that I want to make sure we understand very clearly what I mean by saying you have to have a bull mentality. Number one thing I want you to understand, you ever stood in front of a bull and just thought, I don't want to fuck with that thing? If you've never had that thought, then you've never been around a real bull, because you do not want to mess with the bull, hence the name. That's a very common saying for a reason. When you mess with a bull, you get the horns. But what does that really mean when you have bull mentality? Well, in my opinion, and really this isn't even my opinion, this is fact. This is a very mean and nasty place, this world we live in. There is a lot of evil in this world. And if you look at evil, if you look at anything bad that happens, look at a predator. What is the nature of a predator? A predator goes after prey that's an easy kill. A predator does not like confrontation. A predator does not want to go after something that's going to give them a fight back. It exerts too much energy. It's difficult. They could die in the process. And unless you're starving and desperate, a lot of times the predator is not going to go after something that poses a threat. They're going to go after what's easy, what they can take advantage of, the small and weak things, because it's an easy kill, it's easy prey. And the same thing in this world. When I was a kid and my dad told me to start fighting, and he literally kicked me out of the house to go fight, that's when everything changed for me. That's when my nickname went from the fat bull to the bull, is because whenever they wanted to do anything, whenever they wanted to mess with me, they'd stop doing that, because they quickly realized that will always result in some form of violence, in some form of retaliation on my part. And by doing that, they left me alone and honestly gained a lot of respect. My nickname changed from the fat bull to the bull, and that's how I was known. A lot of times in football, the more aggressive you can be, the more people don't want to fuck with you. And it's in life. I do not believe that being harmless is the definition of a good man. You should not be harmless. Jordan Peterson says this best. Just because you're harmless does not mean you're a good man. It just means you're harmless. A good man is not harmless. He's dangerous. A good man, a good woman, someone who can actually make an impact in this world is actually dangerous. And when shit hits the fan, and when the predators come to knocking on your door, you have what it takes to stand up for yourself, defend yourself, and defend others. And it's people like that who are ready to stand up in that way, whether it's actually physically fighting or whether it's with words or emotions or whatever it is. You will not back down. You are willing to stand your ground and defend your territory, emotionally speaking, physically speaking, whatever it is. You have to have that mentality, the mentality of a warrior, that no matter how many punches this world throws at you, because it will continually throw punches at you, you will keep throwing punches back. You will get beat to your knees and you'll keep getting up. You will keep fighting no matter what. Every morning you wake up, you're ready to go to war. You're ready to fight for what you believe in. You're ready to fight for yourself, your destiny, and what you believe you can achieve. You're willing to fight for others. That's what it means to have bull mentality. You will not settle for less. You'll fight no matter what it takes. And yes, if that means you have to fight actually physically, good. Sometimes that's a good thing. Give violence a chance, man. Again, violence is actually important in keeping people at bay. If they fear the outcome of what it would take to mess with you, they are not going to mess with you as much. Tim Kennedy talks about this. Any of you have seen American Sniper with Chris Kyle? I think what his father taught him at an early age is so important, and every young man and young woman should understand this. Chris Kyle was taught very early on, there's only three types of people, or really three categories. You're either the prey, you're the predator, or you're the sheepdog, meaning you're the wolf, the sheep, or the sheepdog. Well, the wolf, he wants to prey on the sheep. He wants to take advantage of what's easy, take advantage of the weak and the people who cannot defend themselves. Then there are the sheep. There are actually people who need your help. There are people who are in a situation where they're vulnerable. That could be you. That could be someone you love. It could be just a random person. Doesn't matter. There are people in situations where they will be taken advantage of by predators like sheep if there's no one to protect them. Then there's the sheepdog. The sheepdog is willing to do whatever it takes, will die protecting the sheep, it actually poses a threat. It's not a threat to the sheep, it's not a threat to the humans, but it is a threat back to the predators. It is a threat back towards the evil. And this comes down to one saying that I truly believe. The only chance, the only way evil can exist in this world is if good men do nothing. So if there's evil happening in this world, it's because we allowed it to happen. It's because they weren't scared enough for that to happen. They weren't scared enough of the consequences that our retaliation would make it. And I'm not calling for people to be up in arms, but in a sense I am saying it is important for you to have a bull mentality that nothing will stop you. You will stand up and you're willing to even fight if that's what it takes to defend what's yours, to defend your freedom, to defend your life, to defend your business, your reputation. You are a warrior. That's what it means to have bull mentality.